Hey there, Zero G Space Mechanics, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Ostranauts, Episode 10, Buying a Derelict Ship. I wonder how much these guns go for. So let's load up the cart with all the things I'm willing to part with. I'll keep the food, though. Oh, you know what? I don't need that much food. I have a 5-stack there. Sell the rest of this food so I can free up space. So the guns were a few hundred apiece. Not terrible. The PDAs, one was 1,000, and the other was a lot more. Was 7,000. Some crypto on that. All right. I'm gonna drop the dolly so I can drag the reactor cores, which are blocking me to get access to my O2 cans. Because these cores should be restored. Actually, these cores are mint condition. Never mind. I'm just going to sell them right now. I didn't realize that the reactor in that ship was like new. Saves me the effort. Because reactor cores cannot be dollied. So, they're small, but they're undollyable. I'm not too worried about recharging the suit. I have a spare battery. My current battery is at 63%, and I have a spare battery at 99. Yeah. So it's not of much consequence. Oh, this one is worn out. So all my other reactor parts were awesome except for that one. Which is probably a bug, honestly. Because the way it works is you want to install the reactor core, and it creates 4 parts. So it doesn't make sense that a quarter of it is mint condition, and the other 3/4 are ruined. But, whatever. Alright, that battery charger I'm gonna actually sell. I don't need it right now. More PDAs, I mean. Is that everything? I think that's... Oh, no, there's a core pump. And that core pump's at 100%, so I can sell that now. So the antenna gets dropped. I'll probably end up stripping the antenna off of my ship. So I'll sell this antenna. The charging stations aren't worth very much, so I'm just going to sell it as is rather than restore it. So I'm going to cannibalize my own current ship when it comes time. Oh, some of these sold. Yeah, that's another almost 3K and a few hundred there. You can see why I didn't bother repairing up the battery charging station, because it's just not worth much. Leaving the dolly behind, because that's how I make money. I don't think I left any... Oh, actually, that's not true. There's some electrical components. But apart from that, yeah, I didn't leave anything here. Cool. Now I can unhelmet. Those alarms are just the K-leg alarms for me opening airlocks. They're a little oversensitive. And it's funny because of how jank to hell my own ship is, the fact that my airlock is exposed to vacuum. Anytime I open the airlocks, so much air rushes out of K-leg that it freaks out the pressure alarms. All right, current priority right now is buy MAT-47 and fix it up. Should I raffle off the name of MAT-47? If no, we keep polling the audience or whatever it was named. Redblood? How steep is the learning curve of this game? Steep. The in-game tutorials are good, but they're very information dense, and you'll melt your brain if you're not used to reading information dense tutorials. But if you watch my content, you'll learn. How's that for a selling point? Because I am trying to demo it the best I can. Yeah, the learning curve to this game is like Kerbal Space Program or Stationeers. It's pretty steep, but a lot of fun when you do learn it. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not willing to read some guides or to make a lot of mistakes, the game will be frustrating as hell. I think, personally, it's a crap ton of fun and absolutely worth learning, but like, it really depends on your own appetite for complex games. So if you have a high appetite for complex games, this is your jam. If you get frustrated easily, or you don't like games with a lot of because there isn't a lot of documentation to this game, it's very easy to get stuck and not know what to do, then avoid it. So that's why I liken it to Kerbal Space or Stationeers, which is similarly complex, dense, and can be frustrating if you're not ready for something like that. So I'm just fixing up all the parts to sell. It's only 7 in the morning. My license is good till 8 p.m., so I have about 13 hours on my license left. I probably want to get as much done under this license before I buy a new one. I know it doesn't cost a lot, but like, one of the things that I want to do for my character sooner or later is to sleep, and I'd rather not sleep on a license. So yeah. I'm trying to get all this stuff done, and then maybe I'll take like an 8-hour nap in game. Ooh, good. My robotics engineering is leveling up. We'll get better and better and better at repairing. That Kang was definitely not worth restoring though. And you guys want me to keep the name of Matt47? Copy. I won't rename it. How long has this poor character been awake? I don't know. A day? I mean, what is a day in space, though? I don't work with Earth hours. He's only a little drowsy. I'm only a little sleepy. It's really... I'm not like a zombie yet. Is sanity the thing you have to worry about? So as your conditions down here deteriorate, your job performance deteriorates. So if you're super, super, super tired, you're just going to get like, you're going to black out and like fall asleep floating around in space or something. So it is dangerous to keep working yourself to the bone. And also it's not very efficient because the amount of work that you can do when you're exhausted is bad because you work so damn slow. I don't think this can is going to be quite the windfall because it's not so packed full of fuel, but hopefully it will sell for a good buck. I already basically have enough money to buy the MAT-47 as is. It cost, I think, $384, and I have $384. So everything on top of this is just gravy. Plus, then I have the sale price of my old ship. Even if I cannibalize it a little bit, it should still sell fine. So while I'm restoring this, if you have any questions about the game that won't be spoilers, feel free to ask. I think now's a good time because I'm just sitting here restoring. Although I might need to swap out my battery. No, it's holding up. Will we still owe the original ship price? Yes. The mortgage that you have isn't paid off. So if we buy the Derelict, we still owe whatever's left of the mortgage. So we'll still owe $380,000. So we'll still have to pay money for that mortgage even when we sell the thing. So it's not perfect. But the new ship should allow us to work a little bit more easily because it's bigger and is airtight. Or almost airtight. I think I only need a few wall segments to make it airtight. Is there combat? Not ship-to-ship combat, but yes. You do fight pirates and muggers and other things. Is it a ship salvage simulator? Not entirely. There's shipbuilding, there's gigs, there's jobs, there's investigations, there's shipbuilding, there's interstellar travel. It's more than just like ship salvage. Far more. It's just when you're early in the game, when you're dirt poor and gotta make a buck, it's mostly about ship salvage. But the world opens up to you a little bit more once you're not broke as hell. And I'm still broke as hell, so. Oh, let's drink some water. If I take a ferry to the new ship, how do I transport all the new parts? I'm not taking a ferry to the new ship. I'm flying my old ship to the new ship, and then cannibalizing my old ship, installing the parts on the new ship, flying the new ship back here, and then selling the old ship as it's floating around its base. And that is the order of operations. Any recommendations for someone about to buy the game? Prepare for frustration. So, don't try to play distracted or tired. If you're the type of gamer that likes to tab out between every action, don't. Because if you tab out of this game, it's really easy to careen at 300 meters per second into a station and die. So, although sometimes there's downtime and there's not like tons of stuff happening, this game requires attention. And if you don't have the attention span for it, you're not going to have a fun time. So we got 417,000. It's definitely enough for the Met 47, so let's go buy it. That's what you guys wanted. So we're going to the Aziriki Commercial District and buying ourselves a Derelict. Buy Derelict, Met 47, the Let's Poll the Audience ship. When you buy Derelicts, you pay full price. When you buy used, you can mortgage it. If that wasn't already obvious. So if you buy used, you have to put half down. And then if you put full down, you don't have payments per shift. If you put, less than full down, you do have a mortgage. I mean, it could be a mortgage of like $3 if you put 99% down or something like that, but still. So now I have the Frostal and the Let's Pull the Audience. I bought this for $384. I can immediately flip it for the $256. So as you can see, you can't just like instantly make money back. So let's go fly out to it and make it seaworthy. All right. I'm because it's definitely a ship that I can just stick with now and make constant improvements and upgrades and so I'm very happy to have like a forever ship because for very obvious reasons, the thing I'm in now is not a forever ship. It is a junka. Oh, you know what? You're right. I need the transponder. Hail ship. Thank you for reminding me. I mean, I don't need the transponder, but if I want to fly legally, I do. And I just have enough money for it. No docking clearance? What the hell do you mean? Hi! Stupid computer. Let me in. Clamp. There we go. I was trying to redock and my like nav computer was like, ha ha ha! Hang up. So rude. Wait, what do I... Oh, it's not me dragging something. It's... what's... Are you stealing something? What are you doing? Why are you dragging a toad on the floor? In fact... It has harness and... it has stuff in it. I'm glad she didn't care that I looked. What about a dolly? What about a dolly? That's not a complete question. So, I need to go over to the kiosk for transponder sales. Because I can't... Well, I technically could just install my old transponder on the new one, but the chance of me uninstalling the old transponder is basically 0. So, buy a new transponder in order to stay legally compliant. And here it is. It can go in a backpack. Oh, I have unpaid fees. Stupid docking fees. That's why you do everything before you unclamp. Have a safe flight. Thank you. That is absolutely not where my ship is. What the hell? Did I not unclamp? I did unclamp. This is awkward. Alright, let's try that again. Fine. I feel like this is a shakedown. That you made me pay the undocking fees twice. I mean, I can afford them, but I'm getting a little pissed that you're not letting me go. Clamps. Navmat. There we go. I'm undocked. Alright, back to the Met 47. Or the Let's Poll the Audience. Where the hell is it? Seriously. Where did it go? Aim. Where's my ship? Let's Poll the Audience. I could ferry to it, but I don't want to ferry to it. Wasn't it in this cluster over here? It was... Well, things move as time progresses, right? So... I'm panning... I might need a ferry to it. To have it light up. I think what's I'm not sure what's happening. Alright, so I'm gonna save... an extra copy. I'll call this Lost Ship. I cannot see through the planet. Yeah, I might need to fly to the other side of the planet to be able to spot it, because the planet's blocking my antenna from it. I think that's what's going on. Because what happened was Ganymede had rotated since I landed here, and it's now in the shadow of the planet. It's like over here. So let's... rather than ferrying to it, because I don't really want to do that, because I'd rather park there and cannibalize Frostal for it. There we go. Paste for salt? Yeah, okay. Okay, here it is. Let's pull the audience right there. Tracking mode for my ship. RCS maneuvers. And once I'm clear of the shadow of the planet, which is about now, point to it, kill the cross velocity, and get there. Oh, man, I am kicking up the G's, because my ship does not weigh so much. There we go. So I'll be there in 18 minutes. Yeah, the screen shakes when I do thruster bursts. Yep. Belhar, thanks for the gifted sub. Well, I don't have much on this ship, but what I do have is going to the new one. So let's go ahead and switch the batteries one last time, and then I'll uninstall this battery charger to put it on the new ship. The batteries inside the battery charger remain, so I can uninstall it, and the batteries will stay inside the thing, nested, if you will. There's not much else that I want to like salvage off this ship right now until I get to the new one, because I still need a working ship to be able to, you know, park and stuff. Local authorities ship scan activated. So what I just got here was the police checking that I was licensed. So if I go out to the comms to unread messages, no, not that one. It will show your transponder salvage permit seems to be in good order. Have a good day, citizen. So there was a cop in the area checking that I had a valid salvage license. So, honestly, I'm not sure where they are. They scanned me and I don't see their ship on the map, but needless to say, I just got scanned and passed muster. Did I forget a battery in the station? Yeah, I'll still be there. My seat battery. It's charging off the public charger. I own it. It's not going anywhere. Alright, proximity. I think that's too early. Am I going to crash into something else? Where are we? Oh, there's the NAS patrol. So that was the police patrol. They got close enough to trigger my proximity alarms. They're doing a very jerk flyby of me. Not cool, dude. I think he was like in my wake, or I just didn't spot him or something. I'm not really sure why I didn't see him. So I'm repairing up the thrusters because I'm probably going to take one of them. Going to probably take the nav and antenna and everything else. Okay, so we might actually be at Mat 47. Yep, we are. Throwing on the brakes. Oh, yeah. We were coming in a little hot. There's no ship insurance, so there's no need to bump my own ship. I won't get a payout. Yeah, crashing into my own ship would be a little awkward. I agree. Best not to. Alright, so the intention here is to get this new one seaworthy. So there is a missing wall. Let's also like clean up the debris that's floating around. Once you install your transponder, you can't really move it, so I don't want to install my transponder until I have a good notion of where it should be. The trash I just jettisoned out. Oh, it has floors that I can install. Interesting. I mean, it is a gas hauler after all, and there's some cloth and a heater, so a heater's kind of nice to have. We will need a cooler at some point, but I'll probably just scavenge one. This thing has a space for a door for an airlock, for this to be the airlock, so I'm going to want to shop around for a door pretty early on. There was also a locked box here that I just pried open. What's in the box? Gwyneth Paltrow's head? No, it's not Gwyneth Paltrow's head. Okay. So let's get... Yeah, let's get the new ship seaworthy. So let's drag the batteries over. And the RCS intake and the nav and everything. Move it all on over. And the door. My old pod has a door. So for now, actually, you know what? I'm going to fully commit. Batteries can be moved around. The only thing that really can't is the transponder. So I'll probably put the nav here. It fits there nicely. So I'll install a battery. Right there. Now some of the conduits here don't look... Actually, maybe they aren't broken. There was a broken one here. There's also a piece of cargo web that I want to get rid of. No, there's only one broken conduit. That's kind of phenomenal. There's a missing wall segment and a missing conduit, but that's like nothing to fix. Yeah, this was a good find. I'm happy with this ship. So there we go. We have got power. So you can see the broken conduit here, not carrying power around the rest of the thing. But that's an easy peasy fix, no problem. What's next? We'll do the intake gang. Can I use my old ship's airlock? So you don't really uninstall an airlock, but I can take the door. But before I take the door, I need to disable the oxygen pump, or it's going to just dump all the oxygen that I have in this can out to space, because it doesn't know better. It's just going to sense low oxygen and just keep trying to repressurize, which would be dumb. All right, where do I want this thing? Maybe... here. Oh, there's another king here. Oh, interesting. This king... Ah, so they have an RCS intake using oxygen rather than nitrogen, which is, needless to say, a little bit more expensive. I'm not going to keep it that way. So this is actually a really good opportunity to show you batch uninstalls. So let's say I wanted to uninstall this conduit, because I do. I can go to Orders, click off everything but conduit, and hit uninstall, and click, 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 click. Maybe not that last one, because we want the intake to work. And then if I hit auto task, I will be tasked to uninstall the conduit I queued up. And this is really useful when you want to do large batch jobs, like uninstall a whole lot of walls or floors or conduit, and you have multiple crew. So you don't have to individually order your crew to do it. You can just say, all of these tasks do, and then your crew will automatically do them. And in the case of fast forwarding time, which is this super fast forward button, if I wanted to advance time, let's say I had a crew of 3 people working for 6 hours, all of those tasks that were queued up, some of them would be done. It calculates, it sort of simulates what tasks would be done and when you pass time like that. Oh, I just unpowered that. Okay, let's fix that then. Install here. Pick, yep, no, yep, there we go. So now the intake is working. I'm also going to uninstall the O2 can underneath this intake because I don't want to use oxygen as a propellant. That sounds like a billionaire thing to do. Let's see if I can't repair this conduit to get power up to everything. Yep, there we go. And then... Cool. That's weird. This pump is set up to pump carbon dioxide into the cabin of this ship. I don't know why. And oxygen. So this is an ox pump. I'm going to turn this ox pump off so it's not trying to pressurize an unpressurizable room. Same with this thing. I don't know why. So what's happening here is there's a cargo web out here, which has a CO2 can. And the CO2 can is set to vent CO2 into the ship. So this thing is like an execution chamber, the way it's designed, which is stupid, and I don't like it, and I'm going to fix that. I also don't want a cargo web out there anyway. That doesn't make sense. It's what killed the last crew? Yeah, they just built it wrong. So there is this random wall in the middle of the room, and I do happen to be missing a wall here, so I'm going to uninstall this wall, pick it up, and install it to make the ship airtight. Free wall. Might as well. So now, hypothetically, the ship is airtight. I mean... Oh! Wait, no, it's... Yeah, it actually has a little bit... Where is the N2 coming in? Here. Yeah, so let's shut down this pump as well, because I don't have an airlock yet. But it was starting to fill the MAT 47 here with nitrogen from this can. So the way this was set up, there's only 4% nitrogen left in here, but the way it's set up is the way the pumps work is the red arrow is where the canister is, and then this looks like a radiator is where it vents out. So this was set up to vent nitrogen into the cabin. And it's probably been doing that ever since I got the power back on, and I didn't notice because it wasn't airtight. So it was trying to put nitrogen into the room, but it kept flooding out that hole in the wall. With that said, it probably wasn't a economically painful amount of nitrogen being pushed into the room. So eventually what I'll do is I'll set this up to actually be pressurized and breathable. It's just not my priority right now. All right, let's uninstall the nav station and get that moved over. Breathable air is only O2? Yes. So you need about 20 kPa of O2. And that will make a thin atmosphere, but it's not pleasant or even good for you to be in thin atmosphere all the time. So ideally you want, 100 kPa, which is like Earth atmo. So that would be the ideal. And I'll be pressurizing my cabin for ideal. Okay, so now we have a nav in here. Not sure where I want to put my transponder. Maybe I'll put it here? I don't know why there was like a loose turbo air pump, but I'll maybe make use of it. There's a broken O2 alarm. Yeah, I'll put my transponder there. Right here next to the heater. So now this ship is, I believe, because this is a repaired antenna, is in legal compliance. So if I use this nav station, because I uninstalled my last transponder, I can see the ships that I've already explored still. And it's licensed. It has its transponder, IFF, and we have a working antenna, so it's within legal compliance. I'm not, like, flying illegally, which is good. All right, let's keep going. Continuing the cannibalization of my last ship. I don't need to fully cannibalize it, but I do need at least one thruster so I can move. Because having no thrust means I'm stuck. Alright, so the next battery I'll stick here for symmetry. I want the N2 can for propellant, because this new ship is a lot more it's heavier than my last one. I probably, in hindsight, should have bought a spare N2 can. But if I have to use oxygen as a propellant to get back to K-Leg, yeah, whatever. Let's uninstall the door, because this door can be used as a makeshift airlock for the new ship, which would be great. So I don't vent out to space every time I move around. I think what I want to do is I'm going to change the way the pumps are here. I don't want pumps, turbo pumps, doing my my airlock. I'm going to have a dumb airlock, like an airless airlock or just a bleed airlock. Basically, the concept is, and before I go any further, let me save. The concept is some air will just like bleed into the airlock, and then every time I open the outside airlock, it just lets that out. So it's just sort of like a buffer, rather than an active pump, because active pump airlocks are annoying to set up and use, and not strictly necessary. So I'm moving all the pumps for this away. And cans. Because ideally I want as small of an airlock as possible, so that I bleed the least amount of material as possible. So ideally I want to put it like right here, so that there's just a tiny little gap of air that escapes. So anytime I leave the ship, I need to stand in this corridor for a minute so that the door closes behind me. And that way it will work as intended. So let's plug it in. Door's powered. And it will close. Yeah, a bit of a stationer's trick. Thank you for watching Ostranauts, which originally streamed live as a marathon December 21st and December 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind this streamed once as a marathon and this episode was cut from it, so feedback cannot be incorporated. And also, no spoilers please, so please keep them out of the comments. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, people that participated within the marathon, and also viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow Ostranauts.